When it comes to gambling, there's an old expression, the house always wins. Games are set up in such a way that, assuming you play enough games, the statistical odds always favor the casino. So while you may be able to win an individual hand or two, if you play the game long enough, you're going to lose. But what if you could flip the script and change the odds such that you are guaranteed to win? Tactics like counting cards in a game of blackjack can cause you to theoretically be a winner in the long term, but what about sports betting? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can always win a sports bet through a tactic called arbitrage betting. Now, this video is a continuation piece from my last video where I detailed how one couple from Michigan was able to guarantee themselves to win the lottery and in the process made over $26 million. If you're interested in that, you can check out this video up here. Now, this is a financial education channel, so I don't recommend suddenly going out and playing the lotto or bet on the Super Bowl for that matter, but rather to show you that there are money-making opportunities all around us. From a young age, we're conditioned to follow the rules and color between the lines, and this robotic behavior often prevents us from being able to think outside the box and stops us from noticing fantastic money-making opportunities when they present themselves. So what is arbitrage betting and how can we profit from it? Well, sports bookies are smart enough to set the betting odds such that the bookie is guaranteed to make a profit. Let's just take a look at an upcoming UFC fight odds. Here we can see that Kennedy is considered the underdog at plus 210 odds and Martinez is the favorite at minus 270. Now, essentially what these odds mean is that if you bet $100 on Kennedy and he won, then you would earn $210. And in contrast, you would have to bet $270 on Martinez for a chance to win $100. Now, betting odds are expressed differently depending on your geography. The numbers listed above are the traditional way odds are expressed here in the United States. However, other countries express odds in a different format. The first thing that we're going to want to do is convert our US odds into decimal odds. And we can easily do this by using an online calculators, such as this one from bookies.com. Simply type in the American odds value and it will give you the equivalent decimal amount. Now, the mathematical formula to calculate the betting odds margin may look a little intimidating at first, but once again, we're just going to use a simple online calculator and it will make all of this a breeze. So what this means is if we plug in our two odds, we find that the total value is slightly over 105. And this means that the house is giving themselves a 5% spread, meaning the house is going to make a 5% profit on this bet regardless of which fighter wins the fight. Any number over 100 and the house is guaranteed to win, and a number under 100 indicates that there's an opportunity for arbitrage betting. Now, as I said, the house is smart enough to set the odds such that they always win. They will never, ever just set up the odds where the odds margin is under 100 because then they would lose money. But the key in all of this is that there isn't just one website that you can wager on. There are many different websites, and these websites might disagree on what the appropriate odds are. And when multiple websites disagree by enough of a margin, there exists an opportunity to guarantee yourself a profit by simply placing two different bets, one on each fighter, using the best odds at each website. For example, let's assume a different website has the odds for the same fight at plus 300 and minus 360. Now, if we were to run the same odds margin numbers, we will see that this second website is also giving themselves a 5% spread. So likewise, they are guaranteeing themselves that they will be making money. But one website believes the fight will be more lopsided than the other website, as evident by the odds that each site gives. So if we simply take the best odds from each site and place two separate bets, then if we run those numbers, you see now that the odds margin is roughly 98, which means that now we are the ones making a profit. Now that we've identified an opportunity for arbitrage betting, it's time to see how much money we should bet on each site. Once again, a simple online calculator such as this one from arbitragecalc.com make computing these numbers a breeze. Simply type the best odds from each website as well as how much money total that you have available to wager as your stake, and it will tell you how much you should bet. In this particular case, you should bet $25.51 on the first bet and $74.49 on the second bet. And if you do this, you are guaranteed to make $2.05 in profit, regardless of which person wins the fight. Now, a $2 profit may not sound like much, and it's not, but sometimes the betting odds are more in your favor and you can get a 3, 4, or 5% return on your money. But even at a 2% return in the scenario shown here, if you were to bet a total of $10,000, you would guarantee yourself to win $200. Not bad at all if you can do this once a day or more. Now, obviously, betting websites don't like arbitrage bettors, and they will shut down your accounts if they realize what you're up to. And one good way to prevent this is to not bet in odd increments. I mean, let's be real, nobody places a bet for $25.51. Instead, make your bets nice round numbers like $25 and $75. And you'll also want to keep your bets in line with the norm for that given sport. For example, you probably wouldn't want to be betting $10,000 on some third-tier table tennis league out of Asia just because you found some fantastic odds. But betting that on the Super Bowl seems perfectly reasonable. If you're serious enough about arbitrage betting, there are actually subscription-based services that you can pay for, and they will send you automatic notifications every time an opportunity exists. Some people find that arbitrage betting is a great way to provide an income or maybe supplement their existing income. And while you can definitely make some money doing it, the whole point of this video isn't necessarily to run out and start betting on sports, even if you're guaranteed to win. The point is to be consistently on the lookout for inefficiencies in the market, to always be looking for ways to make more money, because the more you start thinking outside the box about ways to potentially make some extra cash, the more you start to realize that there are a lot of good opportunities around us on a daily basis. We just never paid attention to them because we were too busy coloring in between the lines. If you like this video, consider subscribing, and as always, I'll see you all again next time. Thanks.